Mortimer McDougal here. This just in. A high school teacher by the name of Glenn Shadrick has allegedly attempted to fail one of his students, a boy named Ben Arthur Grapes, at our very own Venice High School. CROS News was granted exclusive access to both the perpetrator and the poor victim. We'll be back shortly with our report. I'm here with Mr. Ben Arthur Grapes. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, please?
Well, I'll just say, in the beginning of the ninth grade, I had real trouble, like, finding myself and discovering who I really was. Like, I was finding it really hard to struggle to balance my three main passions, studying and learning, which I've always been really into. Balling it up at the court with my friends, you know, I'm a great basketball player. And hanging out at the house of Ching with my friends.
It's in a pretty rough area of town.
Yeah, you know, like, I just feel like sometimes you gotta let some stress go, you know?
I agree. I spent some time there myself. Can you please tell me a little bit about what happened today?
Well, I'll just start off. You can call me Bag. That's what all my friends call me.
Okay.
But, it's all started out, my teacher was just being a real jerk.
Shadrick, what does this word mean?
Are you an idiot? It's like a second grade level word. Sit down, Jessica.
Like, I don't know, I don't even know, but he's for some reason, started trying to get me expelled from the school, and it was just a whole, I don't even know, because ask any of my teachers, I'm a great student, and I really care about learning, and so it was just so strange that this teacher was just hunting me down, trying to get me expelled, for really no reason, and I went, just kind of talked, I broached the subject with the principal, and she obviously understood, and this guy's just gone completely crazy.
Mr. Shadrick, can I borrow a pencil for the test?
Yeah, sure, come on. You know, this here is my favorite pencil. It's very important to me. I'm gonna let you use it, but please, do not break it and do not lose it.
Understood, Mr. Shadrick, thank you.
Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Shadrick.
Hey Jessica, can I borrow a pencil for the next class?
Sure. Here you go, Lorenzo.
So that was my favorite pencil. I need to get that back. See my pencil.
No.
So she fired him, so he's gone now. It's a good thing.
So tell me about yourself, Mr. Shadrick.
Well, I've been teaching at Venice High School for 1 year now, and you know, I try to do my best to give these students a very good education, and I work very hard trying to do that.
Could you tell me a little bit about the circumstances surrounding your firing?
Well, I assigned a very large project to my students, which was due on a Friday.
Reminder class, your final project is due on Friday. This project is worth half of your final grade. It is very important that you do well on it.
And one of my students named Benny came up to me and asked for an extension.
I've been like really busy, you know, like had stuff hanging over my head. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this project in by Friday. Can I have an extension until Monday or something?
Tell you what, Ben. This project is very important, so
And this project being very serious and having strict time restrictions, I only gave him till Monday to do it. And upon giving him this extra day, I told him that if he did not pass it in on Monday, I would seek disciplinary actions for his lack of effort on the project.
And is it true that you required him to sign a bond of sorts?
Yeah, that was to ensure he passed the project in on Monday.
I'm going to give you an extra day. I'm going to need you to sign something that says that pass it in by Monday, you accept a 0 on the project, which would fail you. Which you actually didn't do. That's why I was fired. Yeah, you would have to.
Sure, I'll sign it.
You would have to repeat this grade. So tell you what. Here, let me write this contract up. And sign right there.
Yeah, anything to get a little more time.
Now, you know, if you don't hand this in, you're essentially saying that you're gonna have to repeat the 9th grade.
Yeah, sure. It's fine. Like, I'm fine with it.
Okay. So yeah, I went to the principal to seek disciplinary actions because he didn't pass in the project, and the principal went around asking several of my students like if I was a good teacher or not, and they lied and said that I was a very bad teacher. I wasn't fair to them.
Come on in, Ben. Hello. I received this from your teacher, Mr. Shadrick, today.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be a bond to, it says here that if you turned in your project later than the aforementioned date, then you were to be failed for the class. I'm not sure that complies with the code of conduct here that we enforce at the school.
Yeah, it was a really weird thing. Like, I don't know. I don't want to blame the teacher or slander the teacher and all. But Mr. Shadrick, he's been acting really weird this entire year. Like, I know he's new, but he just doesn't seem to comply with the school considers regulation. I think this whole bond idea, holding me accountable for this, I don't think you can make a minor sign that.
No, I know. I'm laughing because the conditions are so ludicrous. I'm going to look into this matter and see if any other students in your class have perhaps had troubles with the same teacher.
I bet. I mean, I don't know. He hasn't taught us really anything this entire year.
I'll look into it.
Thank you.
Here's your bond.
And she chose to believe my students over me.
Please come in, Mr. Shadrick.
How's it going, Principal Perry?
It's going well. I was just wondering if you could shed some light on this matter that's been brought to my attention recently. It seems here that you created a bond for one of your students, Mr. Ben Arthur Graves.
Yes, this is just to ensure that he did his project on time. He has a tendency to not take my class seriously. Great.
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
Is that true? Because I've been hearing from multiple students that you've been acting quite strange in that class.
Have you seen my pencil?
No. Oh, no one knows where my pencil is.
I mean, there have been reports of you blaring music during tests and not answering questions and absolutely crushing other students' morale.
Sit down, Jessica.
Is that true?
No, it's not true. During the tests, I actually asked them if they would like me to play some calming music. Asking at the test, take as much time as you want on it.
Thanks. Mr. Shadrick, can you put on some, like, relaxing music, please?
Yeah, sure. And all of them seem to want that. And as far as not helping them, the only time I would not help a student is if they're asking for direct answers on the test. But otherwise, I'm very open to helping them.
I've heard very contradictory reports on the matter.
And ultimately decided to fire me.
I regret to inform you that after confiding this matter in the staff of the school, it seems as though, at least to me, that you are no longer fit for the job of being a teacher here at Venice High School.
I disagree. I'm a very responsible person.
I've heard from many people that you are not, and quite frankly, there are many words against you. It's just more than your word alone can provide.
It's very unfortunate. I'm just gonna...
Thank you for your time, Mr. Shadrick.
You're welcome.